A lot of people know about this gold at this point. What's the catch in this? He have nothing to lose here. Only Italians do. Was I right? Okay, so who's the witch in this situation? Is it actually going to be Beato? He means Beatrice from Kuvadorian because he's first. How this is going to end? Kinzo, please destroy this guy. Oh, that's how they became friends. Oh my god, it makes sense now. Everyone, forget. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it seems it's about time for another episode of Umineko Chiru. I hope you are ready, because I'm certainly ready to meet the first witch. The first witch that happens to be on Rokkenjima, and this is the witch who came from the sea. So let's just go to the story, let's not waste any more time, and let's do it. This is just a fast info because I'm excited. I want to see it. I hope you do as well, so leave up a like if you like the episode.
イタリア人たちはこの黄金のことを本土へ報告しないことを望んでいます。
Okay.
我が国に横領されたくないからであろうな。
Pretty much, yeah.
彼は何と？
日本が黄金を横領するのを恐れているから報告されたくないのだろうと言っている。
少尉はむしろイタリア本国に知られることを恐れているわ。私たちにとって今の祖国は連合国の傀儡政権。彼らに知られれば黄金は返還することになる。しかしそれは私たちの敵に黄金を渡すようなもの。
Yeah, pretty much. Because they're pretty much your enemy at this point. I had come all this way to make sure that the gold didn't fall into enemy hands. They needed to hide the gold from the puppet government until their homeland could truly be restored.
後ろ宮、イタリア人たちに提案せよ。
Okay.
我々は協力を申し出たいとな。
協力とは？
イタリア人たちの言い分はこうであろう。彼らはその黄金を祖国に知られることなく隠したい。
So we're going to hide it in Rokkenjima. Oh my god. That's why it's hidden in Rokkenjima.
しかし、この島から運び出そうとすれば、輸送船を手配せねばならなくなる。そうすれば本土に知られ、さらにはイタリア本国にも知られることとなる。
そうなります。つまりあの黄金はもうロッケン島からは運び出せない。
Yeah, at least for now. The mission must have been to hide this gold in absolute secrecy until the day of the homeland restoration. Later on, several plausible rumors would circulate about how Germany also moved much of its sacred wealth to the certain hidden areas in Southern America just prior to its surrender. It was a very natural conclusion to reach. That submarine was their only method of transporting the gold in secrecy and it's become completely useless. They can't fully stop the water from seeping in, and it will probably sink completely before much longer. There's no longer any way for them to transport the gold in secrecy. In other words, their mission has ended in failure here in the Far East. So, just how is Lieutenant Lemato proposing that we assist them? Let's see.
このロッケン島基地は誰も知らぬ秘密基地。
Yeah, pretty much.
近隣の島民たちはこの島を不吉な無人島と信じて近寄りもしない。言っている意味がわかるか？
Yeah,
後ろ。
we just keep it here, pretty much.
彼は何と？
前にも話した通り、このロッケン島基地は誰にも知られていない。見ての通り、戦略価値は何もなく、上層部にもすでに忘れられてる。注意はこの島に黄金を隠してはどうかと提案したいみたいだ。
Patrice quickly translated this and told Ensign Angela. The ensign began discussing rapidly with his subordinates. They didn't look happy. Japan may have been their ally, but they probably didn't want the gold for reconstructing their motherlands to be entrusted to Asians. Still, it's hard to imagine any other option for them. Yeah, pretty much they're like in pinch. They couldn't do anything.
激しく議論しているわ。他に手はないという者もいるし、それでも祖国に忠誠を尽くすべきだという者もいる。
Okay.
少尉は板挟みになってるわ。
Hiding this gold was the final order given to them by the fallen homeland. However, by now, there was no way for that order to be carried out successfully. Either mainland or their own homeland found out, the gold would probably be confiscated by the wrong people from their point of view. If they really wanted to carry out their homelands order faithfully, they thought Yamato's proposal was extremely reasonable. Though the lieutenant couldn't understand their words, it seems he realized how divided they were.
我々が協力すればあの黄金を厳重に隠すことができる。幸いなことに廃棄された地下壕が長々とこの島の地下を横断している。
Also, now I think about this, a lot of people know about this gold at this point. So in order for this to be secret on Rokkenjima, all of them must die. If you think about this. So pretty much everyone beside Kinzo will die. Because no one knows about this gold. There's only some kind of legend going on around. So someone maybe spread the rumor and then died or something. But still, I think like all of them will die. Because the gold is hidden. No one knows about this. Only Kinzo knows, so yep.
この島の地下に黄金を隠して埋めれば誰にも発見できないと言ってる。
現実的な申し出だと議論してるわ。でも日本人の手を借りるのに抵抗を感じてるみたい。
Okay.
議論が難航しているようです。
議論の余地などあるのかイタリア人。我々の協力なくばあの黄金は隠せんぞ。まさかいつまでも波打ち際に積み上げておくわけにもいくまい。
アンジェロ少尉は黄金のことを知る人間を最小で抑えたいみたい。
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's very reasonable from him.
日本人は信用できないけど山本中尉の申し出が今は最善と見てるみたいよ。
Yeah.
でもいぶかしがってるわ。
何を？
10トンの黄金を隠すという労力の提供と守秘義務を彼らが本当に無償で提供してくれるんだ。
Yeah, like what's the bait? What's the catch in this?
五分と五分。
Ooh, okay, yep, I see.
注意、それはまさか。
あの黄金の半分を我々によこせ。それを手間賃に残りの半分を厳重に隠してやる。
Okay.
半分をよこせと言ってる。
Yeah, pretty much. The instant Beatrice translated the sentence, and Saint Angelo slammed his hand on the desk and stood up. Instead of flinching, Lieutenant Yamato thrust true to his boasts of once being the thug that everyone feared, actually looked even more relaxed and confident than he had previously. Yeah, I mean, I can see why Yamamoto is in this state now, like, he feels relaxed. Because Italians pretty much have, like, no chance of refusal at this point. First of all, they have no way of transporting the gold or hiding the gold. And second, they are on a remote island where they can be massacred by the Japanese and they can do nothing about this. They can just all die and all the gold will be for us, basically.
本来なら断りようのない話。
Yeah.
8割を要求してもおかしくない。
Pretty much, yeah.
それを敬意を表して五分と五分にしようと提案しているのだ。これは我々だけに有意な話ではない。イタリア人たちが外部にこのことを漏らせば、全ての黄金は日本かイタリアに接収されるだろう。我々には1円たりとも転がり込んでこない。我々は全員が共犯でなくてはならない。
Yep, makes sense.
全員に着服の共犯になれと言ってる。注意はすでに軍人としてでなく個人として話をしている。
なんてこと。黄金に目がくらんだのね。
Yeah, pretty much. Lieutenant Yamamoto was grinning. It really did look, though he'd been blinded by greed, just as Beatrice said.
あのまま山積みに
Beats it.
やがて本土から来る向かいの連中の目にいやおうなく入る。
Okay.
そうなればここにいる誰もが得をしない我々の申し出を受けて早急に黄金を隠すべきだ。
アンジェロ少尉は日本政府やイタリア政府にはどうしても知られたくないみたい。彼は自分が与えられた任務に最後まで責任を持ちたいみたいよ。
つまりどういうことだ？
何割かを口止め料として与えてでも島内に地中深く埋めることを望んでるわ。
Okay.
もちろん下士官たちには異論もあるみたい。
So it's going to be 50-50, yeah? At least on paper.
5割は問題外だと憤慨してるわ。
Oh. Yeah, I mean... That makes sense.
後ろ宮イタリア人たちの監視。
彼らも黄金がこれ以上の人目につくことを望んでいないようです。しかし取り分に異論があるようです。
少尉は1割ならばできると言ってるわ。
From 50 to 10%. Oh! I mean, it's pretty reasonable if you think about like making a barter, you know, because you start high and you start low and you work your way to somewhere in the middle. So if they would say like we can give you 40%, then he would be, then they would lose. But if they say 10%, then they can like slowly but surely go into like agreement probably. Maybe. I mean, Yamamoto can just be set stone into like 50%, nothing less, and yeah, just give me gold. Like it's entirely possible. Like he have nothing to lose here. Only Italians do. It's like an in-winning position here.
無論山本中尉がそれで納得しないだろうとも言ってるけど。
Yeah.
後ろ宮イタリア人の返事はいかに。
1割なら検討すると。
This time, it was Lieutenant Yamamoto who slapped down on the task. But the Italians didn't flinch either. An incredible tension filled the small of the room. However, despite his violent outburst a second ago, Lieutenant Yamamoto's expression still looked smug and in control. He was probably confident that he now had the initiative. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, like they have no chance.
1割 ?1 割そいいだろう。なら1割を譲ってやる。
I will give up 10% to 40, huh?
しぶろくだ。これ以上は譲らんと伝えろ。
40% for the Japanese, 60 for the Italians. The lieutenant made it sound like he was willing to stand firm on that, but in truth, these negotiations were not being made on an equal footing. If Italians just wanted the gold for themselves, they wouldn't be much of a problem. But what if they really were true patriots and decided that they owe to return the gold, even to the defeated puppet government of their homeland, for the purpose of reconstruction? Yeah, the more the better. If so, they probably would report the existence of the gold to the Italian embassy. Yeah, pretty much. Makes sense. Eventually, the Italian government would petition the Allied nations for the retrieval of their gold. It probably wouldn't make it back to Italy, but it might be used efficiently to repair and rebuild the battered towns. If that happened, Lieutenant Yamamoto and his friends would likely be able to seek out a few ingots at most. Sneak out. He was greatly planning to make this his own treasure island, so that he and his subordinates could have an enormous fortune all to themselves. If he wanted those ambitions to bear out, the Italians would have to conceal the presence of gold.
しかし疑問だ。アンジェロ少尉が誰にも黄金を渡したくないなら、沈みゆく潜水艦に任せて沈めればよかったはず。
Actually, that's a good point. I mean, after the war, you could probably just send here someone, because only you would know where this gold is. So you just send here someone in like submarine or like ships to retrieve the gold, right? Like, I know it's like 1945, or 44 at this point, but still they do have like technology to like probably dive, right? Normally in like fairly shallow, I would say, cave port, basically. It's just like deep enough for like ships and like submarines to get in and out. It's not like the bottom of the sea, so they could just retrieve it after the war.
どうして荷上げを？
考えたくはないけれど、命令が遂行不能になった時点で少尉はこの黄金を横領することを考え始めたのかも。彼は今下士官たちに軍人としての意見と祖国に家族が待つ一個人としての意見を聞きたいと言っているわ。堅物の下士官たちが激高してる。
The discussion between Italians was becoming fierce and emotional. Though their homeland in Poland, they had come all this way to accordance with its orders. They had probably been given this mission because they were particularly faithful and duty-minded troops. It seems they couldn't just agree to a foreign proposal to embrace and split up the gold. Ensign Angelo looked like he was doing all he could to calm the unexpectedly fervent rage of his subordinates. Looks like the gold is blinding them too. It seems no one can sort out their own personal feeling, the way they want to be perceived. Yeah, gold can be... yeah, a reason for like stuff happens. I swear, like, if they're going to start like shoot at each other because of the gold, it might be the case. It might be why... What if like Beato... No, Beato died at 52, it's 44, she cannot die now, okay. I just thought like, maybe Beato died, Bice died in 44 because like, they start like to shoot each other or something and she protected Kinzo, stuff like that. But yeah, I forgot she died in 52, not in 44, so that's not what's going to happen. My bad.
後ろ宮
B ちゃん、周囲が返事を求めてる。
考える時間が欲しいと言ってるわ。私はあなたと話せたから気が紛れてよかったけれど、他の人たちはそうじゃないの。とても長い後悔の果てに大勢の仲間を失って唯一の心の拠り所だった任務ももはや喪失してる。どうすればいいのか。
注意、彼らは時間が欲しいと言っています。
いいとも大いに議論したら
Yeah, but the longer it takes, the lower chance of hiding it because someone may find it.
しかし時間はないぞ。
Yeah.
隠すとなったら時間と手間がかかる。明日の正午までに結論しろ。以上だ。
回答期限は明日の正午だそうだ。周囲、まるで脅迫だ。
少尉は全員の意見を聞くと言ってるわ。
感触は
多分難航するわ。
Yeah.
少尉自身は山分けもあり得ると考えてるみたいだけど、下士官や他の仲間たちは多分反対するわ。みんなこの極東までの航海で大切な仲間を大勢失ってる。彼らは堅なに祖国への忠誠を貫きたがってる。
周囲の申し出は断ると。
断ってもどうせ黄金は誰かの手に渡るわ。何も残らないならせめてインゴットの一本ずつでも密かに持ち帰ろうという少尉の言い分に同調者も出そうだけど、こういう時の男って勢いだけが迷走するわ。私も見当がつかない。
Yeah. Oh. Not fun.
イタリア人たちの胸中は複雑でしょうね。
彼らにとって降伏後のイタリアは敵国同然だろう。黄金をそのイタリアに返還するのは彼らの長い旅路を全て否定するのと同じだ。
しかし黄金を着服して山分けすることも彼らの旅路の否定に。
There's like no win-win situation.
彼らが
They will lose either way.
すでに滅んだ。その時点で 彼らの旅路の意味などもう失われている気の毒な話だ。
どうせ意味のないことなら
Uh-huh.
インゴットの一本でもありつけた方がまだマシだと。
損得感情で言えばそうなる。そうならねえのが
Yeah, it's the means of honor and duty, I guess. The Italians were gathered in the cramped room, arguing fiercely.
反対です。
Hey, they made the mirror correctly. Look at that. This is mirroring this page. Nice. They made the mirror correctly in the background. Amazing.
死んだ戦友たちのためにも断固軍人魂を貫くべきです。
Okay, we're back to Italians. I mean back. We are now at Italians. Okay.
貫くとはどういうことか。この島に黄金を隠せということか。東洋人たちの申し出を受けるということか。
東洋人たちは信用できません。特にあの山本という男、断じて油断できません。
黄金を荷上げして日本人たちに見られたのはやはり失敗でした。艦と共に沈めるべきでした。
日本人の基地で沈めてどうする。やがていつかは引き上げられる。
That makes sense as well. I was thinking that maybe they can like retrieve it after the war, but yeah, it is possible that they would check the harbor in general. I mean, they would know that there's like a sinked submarine, so they might have to like want to check it out if like there's like anything in value in it afterwards. Maybe they missed something, so they could find it.
隠したことにはなれない。いずれにせよ、この島から黄金を誰にも知られずに運び出す方法はない。
洋上で名誉ある自鎮を選んでいたらこんなことには。
艦のダメージが致命的だったことがあの時点で分かっていたら。
CG of the doorknob.
どうしてあの時少佐は日本軍に救援要請を。日本軍にこの黄金のことを知られたら少佐はどう任務を遂行するつもりだったんだ。
少佐が救援要請を出した時点で諸君にも祖国で待つ家族がいるはずだ。そして極東の島国までよく航海に耐えた。それに対するこれは正当な報酬なのだという考え。あの時日本人に助けなど求めていない。
死んだ親友たちが浮かばれない。こんな目に。
Yeah. That's not going well.
日本人が友好的でない場合、我々は最終的解決手段を辞さない覚悟が必要です。
伍長、最終的解決
Oh my god, it is going to be the shootout. Someone gulped. A stiff tension hung over the room.
日本人たちはたるみ切っています。
I mean, they're on an isolated island, they don't have much of the combat experience. That's true. Yeah, I didn't thought about this in this way. I thought like Japanese could massacre Italians, but it's most likely going to be another way around. Okay, now I see how it is, and how Kinzo survived, and how only Kinzo knows about this. Actually, no, wait. Why would they need Kinzo? I thought like they need Kinzo for translation, but if they kill everyone, then they don't need Kinzo, so they would kill Kinzo as well. So how did he survive that? That's a good question.
実戦経験もない腰抜けばかりです。我々は精兵です。
Maybe they're just like surrenders.
すでに基地内の間取りのほぼ全てと日本人の人数、配置状況は把握しています。少尉の命令があれば短時間で制圧できるでしょう。戦闘員と思わしきは山本を含めて数人程度。残りは軍属の作業員風情です。上辺の人数は日本人が上ですが、実質兵力ではこちらが優位です。
Yeah, makes sense.
日本人を殺せば迎えの船が来た時それをどう説明する。
Yeah.
ごまかしようがないぞ。
死体さえ見つからなければどうとでもごまかせます。
Wow. 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 Rokkenjima case before Rokkenjima case. We have another game board.
少尉
Witch that came from the sea. Italians are the witch. They will make the case of people disappearing on closed island. Wow, I didn't thought about this. This is genius. Holy shit. I thought it's right. Like the witch that came from the sea, I thought it would be like totally reference to the Beatrice Castellini. But it might be like actually referencing Italians as the whole, like their whole force here. Wow.
この基地を制圧するのは容易です。山本以下主要な兵士数人を殺してみせればあっさりと作業員
Yeah, that makes sense.
するでしょう。彼らに黄金を運ばせ地中に埋めましょう。もちろん彼らの口は
Well, shit.
塞ぎますが
日本人たちを皆殺しにするという
Yeah.
殺しましょう。全員殺せば黄金のことは誰にも知られずに済むのです。
Great. At that moment, the door, which had supposedly been locked, opened slightly, and the metal object was thrown in. What the fuck? Seriously, someone... Oh my god, someone threw the grenade at them? What the fuck? As they rang out, the table was kicked over and to be used as a shield, and they all dropped to the floor. However, in this cramped room, it probably wouldn't do them any good. The Italians were all prepared for death. Okay, never mind then. Fortunately, the shady grenade was a dude. The door was slammed open, and three Japanese soldiers wielding pistols jumped in. It is a fucking shootout! Was I right about gold on Rokkenjima on the game board in 86? You remember I told this theory in like episode 6 or episode 5, somewhere there, that because of Kyrie, how she's like unhinged and everything, how she would like do anything for Rudolph. What if she creates like chain reaction and like everyone just shoot each other? Like she said like, fuck everyone, gold belongs to Rudolph, everyone can just fuck off. I can see Kyrie doing that. And they all needed gold. At least money. Well, shit. Who's going to survive this? In that small room, no matter who shoot where, it was bound to hit someone. The exchange of bullets instantly caused the rain of blood, with casualties on both sides. The three who had jumped in were covered with bullet holes and fell over, moaning and thrashing. Well, fuck. The grenade was still rolling about on the floor. It was a surprise attack. Lieutenant Yamamoto had probably judged that the negotiations would not go the way he had decided to make the first move. Or else, maybe he had been planning from the beginning to put them in the position of having to take a vote, in order to gather them all in one place. That's smart. Rokkenjima belonged to the Japanese. If they killed all of the Italians, then not half, but all of the gold would go to them. There was still a chance that the grenade might go off late. The Italians rushed out into the corridor. Great! They heard gunfire from down the hallway. It was coming from the direction of the submarine dock. Clearly, the troops guarding the pile of the gold were being attacked. Why I hear... Do I know his voice? Oh, not this one. I wanted this voice. Do I know this voice? Do I know this voice actor? Is it someone from Umineko?
やむをえん。日本人は殺せ。
I have a feeling I've heard this voice somewhere.
あいつらできます。この連中ただの船乗りじゃね
Yeah, pretty much.
なるほど。黄金の番人を任されるだけの兵士ということか。人数はこちらが上だ。
Sure, you are just a Zergs. I mean, Zergs are cool.
イタリア人狩りだ。
Okay, so who's the witch in this situation? Is it actually going to be Beato? Reference? My eyes. As soon as I heard the sounds of repeating gunfire, I knew. I knew that whatever it was that had been smoldering since the time the gold was unloaded had finally burst into flame. And to think about this, Kinzo don't want to die now. He have a meaning in his life because of the Beato. So he's probably scared as hell now. If not for Beato, he would probably just gladly take the gun and just go to the Italians. The eyes of our soldiers were looking at the gold had not been normal. Our soldiers. Yes, those eyes had been entranced by demons. The Italians had also been the breaking point due to the heavy burden they bore. Maybe Japanese are witch of the sea in this situation, because they will make the Italians disappear if you think about it. Who would have snapped after becoming trapped in a distant land where you can understand the language or the writing? Thinking I had to do something, I ran towards the sounds of the gunfire. Looking back on it, that was an extremely foolish thing to do. That sound meant that there were people shooting at each other, people killing each other, and yet unarmed as I was, I dashed towards the sound as though I was trying to mediate some schoolyard fight. It didn't take long before I learned how foolish and naive such a thing was in the heat of the battle. Yeah. Warrant Officer Hiroaka was lying face down, his entire body drenched in blood. Judging by the trail of blood behind him, it was clear that he had somehow managed to crawl here from a different room before dying. No, he was still twitching. He might not be dead yet. But on this island without a doctor, no, even if we had a doctor, how could anyone possibly save a man who'd been shot this many times in the chest? When I looked into the room he must have crawled out of, I saw two more blood-stained Japanese corpses. Yeah. I fell backwards, pathetically on my butt, my mouth hanging open in shock. Come to think of it, that was the first time I had ever faced death in my life. The entire world was at war. Even though millions were dying both in East and West, this was the first time I met with a person death directly. Yeah, not what they expected, huh? Ridiculous. Didn't I join the army hoping to die? But then you met Beato. Didn't I whine about not being sent to the front lines? Yeah, so rejoice, Kinzo. Isn't this the death you were looking for? Why not spread your hands and yell out loud? Come for me, magnificent death! That sounds like Kinzo. Someone came running towards me. It was a colleague of mine, a Japanese man, Tajima-kun. He dashed towards me, pale face and out of breath. His face is horribly contorted with terror. Mine probably looked the same.
Tajima-kun,
Yeah, you just fucked up. The Yamamoto fucked up. Someone yelled in Italian at the same time. Tajima-kun let out a scream. Then he grabbed onto me and fell to the floor. A red stain was spreading across his back before my eyes. Maybe they will not kill instantly, Kinzo. I mean, if you think about this, if they want to, like, quote-quote enslave Japanese to bury the gold, then they need someone to translate, right? So at least Kinzo and Beatrice should be alive until they finish hiding the gold, because they need someone to communicate with Japanese. So they will see Kinzo and probably not shoot at him, or maybe shoot his legs or something. God damn it. He spat bubbles of blood. He said that one word and died. But the shocking event of seeing someone die right in front of me did not capture my attention. No living thing is concerned with the deaths of another at a fundamental level. The one thing that matters is whether they themselves die or not. My attention was fully occupied by the barrel of the gun that the Italian soldier was pointing. Okay. I thought like they shot Kinzo. I guess they shot Kinzo kinda, but he was shielded by Tajima. Technically, so okay. Still alive? Tajima-kun back burst once more as he leaned against me. Flesh tore, blood splattered. The warm splash of its covered face. Was the Italian still trying to finish him off, even though he had stopped moving for good? How foolish I've been. Can I still not understand the scene in front of me? Rejoice, Kinzo! Now we will finally get what you wanted all this time. The Italian hadn't fired to finish off Tajima-kun. He had been aiming at the man Tajima-kun had fallen on. Me, Ushirami Kinzo. Pretty much. I pushed his corpse aside, scrapped against the floor and dashed away, trembling over myself. My hands had pushed off against the floor, hard enough to tear off the ring fingernail on my hand. Oh! Oh, that hurts! I mean, that's better than being dead. When faced with death, humans truly can resist with all they've got. I trembled over and over as I ran, scraping up parts of my body. It was painful, hot. But that didn't matter at all. I heard the yelling in Italian come from behind me over and over again. It felt like they were running, chasing after me. I didn't want to look back, so I kept on running and running, as though the Italians were right behind me. This is death. Didn't you want to die? No, I don't want to die. Why? Didn't I want to die so badly? But now I know. I know how wonderful it is to be alive, yeah, pretty much. She taught me. Pizza did. I can only be free when I talk with her. No. By talking with her, I was finally alive for the first time. I was finally born. I want to live. I want to live, I want to live, I want to live. I don't want to die. I want to live and see her right now. If I don't see her, I will die. I will be killed. Stay cool, Kinzo. She might be killed too. Yeah. If you leave and she dies, you might as well be dead. Before I knew it, my face was covered in tears, snot and drool. When I stumbled over something and fell, I was finally able to come to my senses a little. God damn it. That's a difficult situation. Like, you cannot probably face off these guys, so you will have to like give up. But yeah. How do you surrender to not be killed? I have no idea. I could still hear intermittent gunfire. The gunfight was still going on, and it had spread through the entire base. Lisa, are you okay? I'll find her and take her to the safer place. The lieutenant will probably kill all of the Italians to steal the gold. I just thought about this, because he's calling Beatrice Pizza all the time here, when he's like in private, right? In Umineko, in the games, he always called Beatrice Beatrice. He called Beatrice, forgive me, stuff like that. That gives a lot of hint also that when he calls about Beatrice and forgiveness, he means Beatrice from Kuvadorian, because his first love, mistress, the Beatrice Calestini, he always called her Bice. And he calling basically his daughter Beatrice. That's very interesting fact. I mean fact. That's what the fact I make out of like what it's like here in the sentences. Like he called Bice again Bice in his private time. And he always called Beatrice Beatrice in his private time on Rokkenjima. So he have like regrets about Quadorian. Bice probably won't be an exception. That will probably kill all of the Italians to steal the gold. Yeah, okay.
Beach.
Meeting you was the first time I ever lived. The first time I was ever born. So if you die, I will die again. I could feel every cell in my body being reborn. Not as Tsushima Kinzo, but as a completely different Kinzo. Of course, I was terrified. I might be shot if I went back. But I no longer wanted to die, in the truest possible sense. So I was able to overcome my fear. See? See? I'm right. On Rokkenjima on the game board he means Kuvadorian Beatrice all the time. He never called Peter.
一体何が起こってるの？この騒ぎは何？
君は知らなくていい。そこにじっと隠れていろ。同胞が呼びかけるまで出てくるんじゃない。
イタリア人の声が聞こえた。そこにいるぞ。
くそ、誰東洋人。
Well, shit. Ruben stood with Beatrice behind his back, and neatly shot the two men rushing at him with 9mm bullets from his Beretta M1934. However, one of the 8mm bullets from their Type 94 semi-auto pistols went straight into the Ruben's chest. All three of the shooters were struck in the chest and fell down in the hip. Wow, witch in the forest, huh? So Kinzo and Beatrice. Kinzo and Beatrice both will hide in the forest. Probably. The next person to appear was the commanding officer of the Japanese soldiers, Yamamoto. The blast of the three guns had just sounded. Adding on Beatrice's screams, it was hardly surprising that he had noticed the encounter. Yamamoto spat. Beatrice used that moment to snatch up Ruben's gun. Yeah, that's well, he's not. Yeah, I hate this guy. Can we kill him off, please? He spat this last part at the two dying men who lay moaning at his feet. However, it wasn't particularly surprising. And this wasn't the only place it was happening. Nearly everyone met head on these tiny cramped tunnels. When both sides shot recklessly in situations like this, the result was two corpses. So the way to be fastest was to pull the trigger immediately the moment you see the other person. That was the only way to make it through this battle without ending up with the bullet in your chest. Yeah, so they don't care if it's like Kinzo who can only translate or is this Beatrice. It's just like someone's on the corner. Well, shoot this someone. Because of this, both Japanese and Italian killed each other without hesitation. And they sometimes even pull the trigger on their own countrymen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. When you like see anyone running from outside, then you just shoot them. So even if it's like your own. Or they unexpectedly run into each other. And in the midst of all, large number of Japanese men who had no idea what was going on ran towards the noise and became victims one after another. It didn't matter whenever the other person was holding a gun or not. Everyone reflexively pulled the trigger at the sight of anyone other than themselves, trying to stay alive. The slaughter engulfed the entire base. If you think about this, all these years later on Rokkenjima, the slaughter happening again. There was a fierce gun battle taking place in the submarine dock. I wonder if this is like actually like representing what's happening right now on Kuvadorian. On Rokkenjima, actually, not on Kuvadorian. Because Kinzo survived, right? What if like this whole plan was actually Kinzo's plan after all? Because I had the theory that Kinzo didn't wrote the epitaph and it's like not his idea of murdering everyone and stuff. But what if he's like crazy enough to actually replicate the events that he participated in all these years ago, you know? He could like set up something to trigger the internal conflict between siblings, so aka the epitaph with gold. And basically everyone would kill each other for the gold. I don't know what that would achieve. Like, there's like no reason. But Kinzo is crazy as hell, so who the hell knows? Probably... I still don't like, actually... It's just like good analogy, I think, but... It's not the reason. I still think that Kinzo is not the one who wrote the epitaph. I still don't think it is. It's just like, you know, analogy to the current Rokkenjima. I just wanted to talk about this a bit. I don't think that's the case. Like, the reason for like murders. And a massacre resembling a hunt was taking place inside the base. Most of the non-combatants assigned to that base were killed before they even knew what was going on. The Italians were indeed quite seasoned troops, but their number began to drop bit by bit. Blood-stained corpses lay scattered all across the base. At first, it had probably been a proper gunfight. However, as they gradually became then citizized, it evolved into the most basic chaos of wars. Fought humanity, the desire to kill all foreigners you don't understand. Whenever they heard words they didn't understand, they pulled the trigger. By the point, the screams of foreigners sounded no different from none of the man-shaped beasts. After all, they couldn't understand, pleading in another language. So, it had long ago turned into the mere massacre. As the number of dead suppressed the number of living, silence began to return to the base. That's when it felt as though everyone had died and the desolate sound of the wind blew through the caves. There would be a sudden scream, the crisp sound of the gun, and one would remember that the massacre wasn't still over. How this is going to end? I have like literally no idea at this point. Well, we know obviously that Kinzo and Bato will survive. This is just like, that much is obvious, but how they will survive, that's the question. This happened over and over again, until eventually true silence fell. It marked the pitiful end of those led astray by gold. Led astray by gold, eh? I wonder if that's actually the case in Rokkenjima. Maybe it's, I mean, as I said in Furious, I think like like I never wanted for gold to be the true motive on Rokkenjima. I felt like this is very weak motive to murder everyone, your whole family, just to get gold. But then we had Kirie story, and I'm like, yeah, she could do that. So now I think that on Rokkenjima, because also on Rokkenjima we know, actually it seems like it's maybe not we know, but it seems like it, that there's like more than one culprit. And we know that this culprit feels differently for Maria. in whenever she dies. Like, she dies differently in episode 3 and differently in other episodes. Like, in like more or less drastic way. So I would say there's like two conflicts. One is caused by someone and about the gold, so it's the greed conflict, and the other one is the conflict about love. It's about Shannon and about the butler because of the backstories and stuff. And maybe it's also connected to the 19 years ago and Natsuhi. Maybe like Butler, Natsuhi, Shannon are like triangle of like one conflict, and then we have siblings that are like multiple people of like another conflict. Something like that. I'll go with this for now. The leader of the Italian soldiers, Angelo, had managed to survive somehow. Okay. We have like one sane guy survive. Good. This is the only sane guy in this whole situation. Outside of Kinzo and Beato. He encountered nothing but the corpses of friends and foe. All was quiet once more in the base. He was careless enough to call out. If he was careless enough to call out, he might be shot from the shadows somewhere. So he snuck about like panther, breathing quietly and searching for remaining enemies. There's no sign or trace of any living person. I think like he will make contact with Kinzo and they will like speak, I guess, through Beato. I mean, he's the most sane person here. And he recognized Kinzo probably and stuff. Like, you have nothing against Kinzo. And this is pretty calm now, so maybe they will not shot each other at sea. Maybe all of the people in this base had died. Well, on the other hand, yeah, he have like deep hatred towards Japanese now, so he might just shoot Kinzo at side. Yeah, that could happen as well. Japanese struck first, but at the time we were also thinking about killing them. They simply made the first move as the military man, so perhaps I should be grateful for today. Even if the boat had come to take us away, there would have been no honor for us. We would have been merely failures in our mission, unfit to face our dead comrades. Perhaps dying here in Ifara East along my gun is more fitting end for a soldier. From around the corner I noticed the sound of a leg being dragged along the ground, and I strained to hear. Is someone seriously wounded and shuffling with a limp? Noticing them before they notice me greatly helps my chances. At this stage, there's no point in taking prisoners. We must dispose all of the Japanese, god damn it. I will dash around the corner, quickly check who they are, and shoot if it's a Japanese person. Nothing more. I've been hiding my footsteps the whole time. They probably don't know I'm here. Once the shuffling footsteps would come close enough, Angelo leaned around the corner and raised his gun. Yeah... Kinzo? Oh no, Italian, oh. The voice that reached him spoke Italian. Hi Beato, you got almost shot. What the fuck? God fucking damn it, Yamamoto. And also we're playing Golden Slaughterer on this. Are you serious? Also, yeah, this is one of the tracks that makes a lot of troubles in uploading these things, so... Who knows when this will be uploaded. Ooh, sick fuck. I hate you. God damn it. Kinzo, please destroy this guy. Blood poured from Angelo's chest. His gun fell to the floor and his knees, and then the rest of his body crumbled and stopped moving. I guess Kinzo will kill this guy. Because of how he thinks of Beatrice. He will see her as the hostage and he will be like, I don't give a fuck if you are Japanese or if you are my commander. You're taking my woman. Yamamoto's accuracy with a gun wasn't particularly stellar. However, Angelo had waited until they were fairly close before jumping out, so Yamamoto had been able to hit his target. And he had managed it with a short barreled handgun in one hand and the woman as a hostage in the other.
それにしても我が六軒島守備隊の情けないことよ。まさか私以外は全員死んだのでは。
Yeah, Kinzo can surprise you with the gun in the back.
やれやれクズ
女を盾に取らなきゃ戦えない人でなし。
I want to see shame in his eyes when Kinzo shoots him. I want to see it. I want to see in his face that you pathetic little twat, I'm dying from you? It's not possible. I want to see this. Ah! Good, Beato, good. He's a coward.
静かに
You fuck! I hurt you.
イタリア女は実に騒がしい。おとなしくしてれば命までは取らんという。
You are not going to shoot her, are you? It was such an obvious lie that even he wore a bitter smile. The Italians were spies working for the enemy, and they all died along with the garrison in the gunfight. That was the story Yamato wanted to tell, and so he couldn't afford to have Italian survivors. At this point, he wouldn't be able to keep the entire pile of gold, but he could at least grab as many ingots as he could carry. Even that would be worth a huge amount of money. Battery suddenly swung her head, smashing Yamato's nose hard. Hell fuck yes! Take that, Yamamoto! She almost managed to escape. However, Yamamoto quickly grabbed her leg and tripped her. She fell on her back, and Yamamoto mercilessly stomped his foot down her stomach and pointed his gun at her. Kizo, please! Thank you? Shoot him! Just fucking shoot him, I don't care. Just make him suffer a lot. Shoot his legs, shoot his arms, like, gouge his eyes. Do weird stuff. Let's, like, murder him. God damn it. Kizo had jumped out of the shadows. He was holding a gun he had stolen from one of the corpses. Hell yeah. Yeah.
イタリア人どもに攻撃があることを密告したの。何の話だ?
God fucking damn it, this guy is going to blame him as well. What the... Oh, I found a new character to hate. Great! Nice, episode 7 is cool. Ha! Yamamoto didn't know that the grenade had been a dud. That surprise attack, which he had been certain would work, had failed, so he had decided that Kinzo must just tip them off.
貴様のせいで奇襲が失敗してこのざまだ。この裏切り者め。貴様がこのイタリア女を通じて内通していたことはお見通しよ。
あなたが黄金に目がくらんだからこの事態を招いたのではないのか。
逃げて金蔵。この男は命乞いしてる人も撃ったわ。あなたも撃たれる。
喋るなイタリア女。もう一度口を聞いたら容赦なく撃つぞ。
I'm angry. My anger level are like extremely high right now. Yamamoto grounded his heel into Battery's gut. Fuck you! I can clearly hear Butler, like, by the way. Like, this is like just Butler at this point. If I close my eyes, it's Butler. Yes, good. I don't give a fuck, just shoot him. Or I can shoot you and have my gold for my own, just like you wanted, so... Still, fuck you!
もっと多くの数をくすねることができ、召喚面をするつもりはないぞ。男同士二人できっちり山分けしようじゃないか。
五分五分に分けようと言
What
っ
a
て
joke.
あなたは彼らの寝首をかこうとしたのではないのか。
Yeah.
後ろ見どうやら貴様は黄金より鉛の方がお好みらしいな。
Well in his station, Yamato raised his barrel of his gun towards Kinzo and pulled the trigger. It grazed Kinzo right ear. Okay, if Yamato had aimed just a bit better, the bullet would undoubtedly have slammed into Kinzo's face.
貴様
Oh! Bato's fighting back! Not letting Yamato a momentary distraction to go to waste, Bato slashed out and planted her right foot in Yamato's crotch. Fuck yes! Now blow it off! Kinzo, shoot it! After moaning in pain, a demonic expression flashed across Yamato's face and he stomped on her chest. Come on, Kinzo, it's time, it's time! Fuck yeah! Beatrice shut her eyes tightly, hoping that she could withstand the coming pain. No one would want to have their eyes open at the moment they were shot. Hell yeah, Kinzo! Finally! Oh! Yamamoto is gone. Hell yes! Let's drink for that. Thick spurts of blood squirted out of Yamato's chest.
あんたが
Yamamoto.
都合で大勢の命を奪
I
ったよ
still...
うに
I forgotten his name is Yamamoto. I still calling him Yamato? I think. I'm sorry. I just somehow managed to make this name.
私も私の都合であんたの命を奪う。
Hell yeah. Was Yamamoto able to hear the last of Kinzo's words to him? In his last moments, Yamamoto seems to grin. Then slowly he fell backwards, a river of blood trailing from his body. Oh, you survived! Oh! We still don't know if this is over though.
無事なの？てっきりあなたが撃たれたと。
Beatrice tries to stand up, but then doubt over and start coughing.
ビーチェ、怪我をしたのか。
あばらが痛むわ。
Yeah,
その人に
probably.
激しく踏んだものだから。
大丈夫か。折れていなければいいんだが。
Yeah, it can like pierce your lungs or something.
これくらいで折れるほどイタリア女はやわじゃないの。でもありがとう。あなたは命の恩人だわ。
Damn Italian woman, stay scary and strong.
あなたが来なければ私はきっとそこに転がっていたわ。あ
Yamamoto has shown no mercy. Her ribs were probably cracked. Just don't move around that much. We didn't have the option of waiting, possibly for several days, for the ship that was coming. I made the decision to ferry her off this island. The man who kept yelling about perceiving the secrecy of the base is lying there dead. The next island over, Nijima, is close. A small boat should be able to take us there.
君を病院へ運ばなければならない。
Yeah.
君が思っているより傷が深かったらいけない。
知らなかった。
I wonder if they... Oh, they're going to hospital. I wonder if they will meet Nanjo. I mean, they're friends. They are... Oh! That's how they became friends. Oh my god, it makes sense now. Beato is wounded. He's going to Nijima and he will meet young Nanjo in the hospital and he will treat her probably. Oh, Oh, and he will be like, thank you for helping and for saving her life and stuff like this. Oh, this is cool. Okay, now everything's like piecing up together.
この島には病院
Now we know how he met Nanjo actually. Like, I was like wondering, where the hell did you met Nanjo and when?
ない。隣の島へ船で運ぶ。君は病院へ。私はこの島での出来事をうまく片付けないと。
Yeah, pretty much.
とばっちりで軍法会議者だ。
So you are the witch from the sea? Kinzo?
頼みがあるの。私を病院へ連れて行かないで。
Why not? Wait, what?
どうして？
病院へ行って大使館に連絡が行けば、
Oh,
私はやがて
Right.
韓国へ送還されるわ。
so they will try to find some private treatment? Someone who can trust? And that's how they will find Nanjo? I still think like this is the way when they found Nanjo. Like, this is the only if there's like any place they can like meet with Nanjo, now it's the time.
そしてきっとあれこれと尋問を受けるんだわ。私はママを見殺しにした奴らを自分の祖国とは認めないの。
Wait. I don't acknowledge those people who let Mama die. Oh, yeah, Italians, okay.
もう私の帰るべき祖国はないの。ここが私の終点だからもう私はどこへも行きたくないの。私に優しくしてくれたアンジェロ少尉もルーベンスもみんな死んでしまった。
だから君までここで死ぬと。イタリア女はヤワじゃないんだろ。生きるんだ。
ねえ金蔵、生きるってどういう意味？あなたが教えてくれたはずよ。生きるってのはただ息をすることじゃないわ。私はイタリアへ帰りたくない。
Leave with me. Come on. Tell her that you love her.
あなたは
Do
私
it.
と出会うまで死んでいたと言ってくれたわ。でもそれは私も同じなの。
Aren't you feel alive now when being with him?
潜水艦の中で私は死んでいた。
Yeah.
祖国も滅びママも死んだ。
Also, by the way, this is again concept that we theorized about Rokkenjima on the game board. Like, I'm dead, I died, now I'm alive, I'm reborn. So basically, matter of life and death is like the matter of personality and matter of self-consciousness. It's like hinted even in the past.
パパもね。私はこんな船沈んでしまえと願ったわ。だからここにたどり着いた時、実は死に損ねたとがっかりした。その矢先よ。少尉が英語がわかる者はいるかと騒ぎ出したの。
Kinzo met Beatrice. He finally forgot about dying. And when Beatrice met Kinzo, she also forgot about dying.
私は祖国も家族も友人たちも失った私をあなたにさらってほしいと願うの。
Aww.
ピーちゃん。
でもそれは叶えられない望みだともわかる。ならばせめて迎えの船が来るまでの数日間をあなたと一緒にいたいの。胸の痛みなんて気にしない。だって迎えの船に連れ去られたら私はもう死んでしまうのだから。
Beatrice spoke this, smiling softly. She did her best to hide the pain in her chest.
お願い金蔵。
What the fuck? She cannot die until 52? She cannot die until 52. That's not possible. We have too many info about this. We already know that Mistress died before, just before Mansion, around the time when Mansion was built. She must survive. There's no way.
迎えが来るまでの数日
I'm not buying this battle. I researched the game too much to believe you now. Unless you actually die and my mind will be just blown away and I will have like no fucking idea what the hell is happening anymore.
私をさらって
Steal me away, what the... Oh.
その願いは叶えられない。
Yeah. Looking apologetic, Kinzo lifted Beato up and gently sat her in the boat.
育児なしやっぱり日本の男は軟弱だわ
そうだな。私は育児なしだ。だから君の願いは片方しか。
Half of your wish. Not going to the hospital, huh? With a clank, he placed the object wrapped in a jacket into the boat.
片方とは
Okay.
迎えが来るまでの数日間でいいから。
Okay.
の方は叶えられないということさ。
えどういう意味
Yeah.
君をさらう。そっちを叶えることにした。
Oh!
金蔵
Wait, but you have like cracked ribs. Are you serious, Kinzo? Now? There has to be a doctor on Nijima. I'm wearing a navy uniform. I should be able to pass myself off as a survivor of a boat carrying a VIP that was sunk by the enemy ships. If a doctor happens to be of the greedy sort of, all the better. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, he's got... Oh. Stealing as... Okay, so he's just going to pretend to be someone else. Yeah, okay. That's not the stealing away I was thinking about. Everyone, forget. Forget. You don't remember now. After all, I have right here the golden magic to make people do what I say. Golden magic. Golden lands. Gold. So he can just bribe people at this point. Okay. Now I've thought about this. Is the bribe a thing on Rokkenjimadan as well? I mean, the culprit could potentially bribe, right? People like... Because people are greedy. And... Siblings... Yeah, not siblings. Yeah, siblings. Siblings want the money really, really badly. They need money. So it's possible for culprit to... basically bribe some of them into doing what they want. That could be the case with Hideyoshi and Ivan in episode 1. Because, like I said, with the Fury, it's possible that Hideyoshi played and said to everyone that, you know, like Shannon is dead in the shed because George never saw her body and stuff, like face. So maybe Iva and Hideyoshi were bribed on Rokkenjima. Huh. Also, Eva survived in episode 3. So maybe they are the, like, initiators. Or maybe not the initiators, but like the main helpers to the culprit. And Nanjo is helping because, well, he's a friend with Kinzo. She came from a distant country, took my lifeless body and gave me soul. The witch, who came bearing gold, revived me with her magic. This is the origin of the witch. Origin of the golden witch. Holy shit!
黄金の魔女よ。みんなと同じレシピで作ってるのに、私だけが
Alchemic and then pass into smoking black. Okay, this is amazing. I love this backstory. I like the creation of the Golden Witch.
あなたと同じく私もあなたがいてくれる限り生きることを許される屍。あなたがいなくなったら私はすぐにでも死んでし
If
ま
you disappear, I would die within moments.
死なせない。
う。本当に
絶対に。
だってね、責任だってあなたは私をさらったんだから。
Wow. And so they lived together until 52, when something happened apparently. There's Nanjo. Oh wow. Oh, I got sad again. I again almost cried. Oh god. Oh. Golden Witch. Golden Witch. Should I end the episode? It's kinda long. Maybe a bit more. Just a bit more.
金蔵さんがそこまで話しましたか。
Oh, it's basically after story now.
ではまさかあなたなのですか？
Who helped the batteries? Yeah, so okay, so we will have like some post-story confirmations
お
now.
じい様がベアトリーチェを連れて行った新島の医者というのは？
Yep.
驚くに値しねえ。新島の医者って時点でピンとくる。
Nijima Doctor, yeah.
突然海軍の兵隊さんが外国人の女性を連れて現れたのです。驚きましたとも。しかもその上軍機なので秘密で治療しろというのです。
Okay.
それがおじい様との初対面だったのですか？
そうです。それが金蔵さんと初めての対面。
黄金で言いなりになった欲深な医者ってのもお前のこと。
Okay. Oh. Wait. So that mean the gold in the safe that his son got is actually the original gold from the Beats and Kinzo? Did he keep it hidden? And it's uncovered now, after years, after his death? He just like keep it up as the for the testament for his son after he dies. Is that the case?
これは手厳しいですな。突然外国人の女性患者を連れ込み、軍機だから秘密にせよと言い、治療代は必ず持ってくるから担保にと言って黄金のインゴットを差し出す相手ですぞ。
Yeah.
厄介事はごめんでした。
Wait, Kinzo can Kraus can be bribed. Kraus has the gold. Kraus have one single golden ingot. We remember from episode 1. He could be bribed as well. Who's not bribed? That's my question now. It seems like 3 people at least now. I expect Hideyoshi, Eva, Kraus. Is there anyone else? Maybe Kirie got jealous and was like, yeah, this should belong to Rudolf, as I said before, and she like shot, let's say, Kraus because he had the gold, and then like they just like start like fighting each other or something. Oh my god, I have so many like... Who's not bribed in this game?
しぶしぶとですとも。
確かにそれもそうですね。でも南條先生はベアトリーチェをかくまってくれたんですね。
金蔵さんほどではありませんが、私にも英語の心得がありました。
Okay.
二人の会話を漏れ聞き、二人が決して厄介な何者かでないと確信したからです。もちろんインゴットに目がくらまなかったといえば嘘が過ぎますが、
Yeah.
私も今よりは若かったものですから。
その後彼女は
しばらくの療養の後、後宮家の使いの方が来て小田原に移すとおっしゃいましてな。
Move to Odawara.
引
Okay.
き取られていきました。
おじい様が自分で迎えに行ったわけではないのですか？
金蔵がどう六軒島の事件を言い訳したにせよ、しばらくの間は自由には動けなかっただろうよ。
ですな。軍をごまかすのが金蔵さんの人生で一番の大勝負だったと言っておりましたな。
ベアトリーチェは小田原に行って、それから
Did they mention Odawara in like episode 3? When Eva was like searching for Epitaph? Or in Epitaph in general, because like it's another name. And name, I mean, it's like city or something maybe? Is it city? What's Odawara? I'm not familiar with this. Maybe it's his beloved hometown. Because that's where Beato was. And he thought it as something important to him because well, Beato was there. So maybe that's his like sweet hometown from the Epitaph.
使われていない別荘の一つにかくまったと聞いています。当時の金蔵さんにはもう家族がおられましたからな。そこはうまくやられたのでしょうね。
クワドリアン以前から二重生活はお手の物だったというわけだ。
何してるんですか？お尻におできでも？
Wow.
それからベアトリーチェはおじい様の保護で別荘でいつまでも
平穏につつましやかに暮らしたと聞きます。それから数年の後、彼女に子供が生まれましてな。
クワドリアンのベアトリーチェの誕生。
Yep.
出産がうまくいかなかったそうで。
Oh, she died after birth. Oh, fuck, that sucks. Oh.
お気の毒なことです。
まさか亡くなったんですか？
驚くな。金蔵は娘を生まれ変わりと信じたんだぞ。
One died, another got born, huh?
心をないがしろにするんじゃねえ。推理は可能だ。
Yeah, without love it can't be seen, right, everyone?
そうですね。失礼。
私は金蔵さんが彼女と過ごされた小田原の数年間を知りません。しかしその後の今日までの金蔵さんを見れば、ほんの数年間であっても彼がいかに彼女を深く愛したか。
So Odawara is his beloved hometown, I believe. This is his beloved hometown. What if I try to solve Epitaph again after this?
そうですね。
そして娘のためにクワドリアンを作ったというわけか。
Uh-huh.
金蔵さんは潜水艦の黄金を元手に巧みに立ち回り、また持ち前の英語力を生かし GHQ に強いコネクションを作って、みるみるうちに大富豪となられたのです。この辺はリオンさんに説明する必要はありますまい。
ええ、その莫大な財産で六軒島を買い取り屋敷を建てます。小田原の親族たちは無人島を丸ごと買い取ったおじい様を酔狂だと笑ったそうです。
10トンの黄金がポケットに収まる大きさだったなら、金蔵も島を買わなかったろうよ。
He hid the gold somewhere in Rokkenjima, built up a fortune with the ingots he'd taken out of it, and then what of the whole treasure island?
ですな。そして後宮家の黄金伝説が始まるのです。
インゴットには片翼のワシが刻印されていたと聞くが。
Yeah, if you think about this, someone must have pressed this on the ingots. Those, yeah.
片翼の和紙というよりは片翼に見えてしまう和紙というべきでしょうな。
Okay.
それはどういう意味ですか？
ヨーロッパに多いでしょう。翼を広げたワシを紋章にしたものは。
Yeah?
サロ共和国の国旗にもワシが、いやいや、鷹でしたかなが刻まれています。
刻印が薄かった。
Oh.
あるいは粗雑だったということか。
Wow.
そうです。
Wow.
戦時下の粗雑な刻印でした。本来は翼を広げたワシの紋章が刻印されるべきだったのでしょう。それがちょうど斜めに断ち切ったように半分薄れて消えていたのです。
翼を広げたワシが半分消えて、それが片翼のワシに見えた。
金蔵は自分の運命を大きく変えたベアトリーチェの黄金に片翼のワシを見て、それを自分の紋章とすることを決めたに違いあるまい。
果たして正しく刻印されていたなら、それは共和国旗の鷹だったのか、それともまさか相当の、いやいや、そんなまさか。
Two-headed what? Two-headed
あの
eagle?
莫大な黄金の山の前で金蔵さんと杯を傾け合いながら黄金ロマンで夜を明かすのはなかなかに楽しいことでした。
Okay. I can see that.
もっとも金蔵さんはその刻印から黄金の出所を探られることを嫌いましてな。外部に持ち出す黄金にはわざわざ自分の片翼のワシをデザインした
Okay.
別の刻印を打ち直していたようですが。
お前には見せるだけだったのか。金蔵もケチだな。
大富豪になった後、金蔵さんは再び私の元へ訪れ、未払いだった治療費をし
Oh,
っかり払
for
って
helping. Yeah.
治療費にはちと多すぎましたのでな。ちゃんとお釣りを払いま
I
した。
mean, you saved his life, so...
それ以来おじい様と交流を？
そうです。金蔵さんは私が秘密を守ってベアトリーチェをかくまったことをことのほか深く感謝してくれまして。
おじい様はかつての小田原の親族たちは欲深の嘘つきばかりだとおっしゃっていました。
Ah.
南條先生の義理堅さが嬉しかったに違いありません。おじい様のような方がどうしてあなたにだけは心を開いたのかわかる気がします。
So is Nanjo actually a good guy? He's not helping a culprit? Or is he? I mean, his support for the culprit is... like, everything is like showing up his support to the culprit on Rokkenjima. Like, he's checking bodies as like the indicator of indication for like faking bodies and stuff, faking deaths. I'm not sure anymore. Ah, game, what are you doing with me again? Why are you doing this to me?
私にも多少の異国趣味とチェスの趣味がありましてな。
Okay.
金蔵さんとは以来意気を統合しまして、こうして細々と、しかし気づけば随分と長くお付き合いをさせてもらっています。
大きな金を扱うやつほど小さな金にもきっちりしてる。治療費以上をもらおうとしなかったあんたの律儀さに惹かれるところもあったんだろうよ。
とんでもない。大きなお金に怯えてしまっただけです。後になってから後悔しましたとも。
Okay.
どうにも昔から。
I mean, that makes sense. Money is actually a problem. If you have like suddenly a lot of it, then you want to keep it secret. Yeah, and it's probably stressful because if you suddenly show up that you have a lot of money, well, that might be a problem.
そんなことはね。肝は十分に不定さ。
Hell yeah.
そうでしょうか。お世辞でも嬉しいですな。
政治じゃねえ。
After Kinzo dies, Nanjo is complicit in keeping his death a secret for at least a whole year. Of course, Natsuki must have given him a fairly hefty sum of harsh money. All the time. He's at least gutsy enough to withstand the pressure from Kinzo's children that for that amount of time without slipping up once. Yeah. That's pretty freaking hard.
義理がたいのがお前の性分なんだろうよ。
それしか取り柄がないものでして。
おじい様は良い友人に恵まれたと思います。
Yeah. Oh, and we actually finished the episode. Wow, it's a long one. If I'm saying correctly, because I split the recording on 2 times, it's like over like 1 hour 40 minutes.
おじい様にとって
Ooh, I don't know what you think, Leon, but we'll learn about this in the next episode. Holy shit, the next episode is going to be the birth of the Beatrice. That's very weird, actually, because we just had like basically birth of the original Beatrice on the with Kinzo, the witch that came from the sea. So maybe next episode is going to be about Kuvadori and Beato in specific. About the next, maybe we'll get like sequence of the events now in the events. So next episode is going to be about Kuvadori and Beatrice, I think. Anyway, we'll see this in the next episode. This episode was amazing. Fuck Yamamoto. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for your constant watch of my videos. It's been a long time. It's another year. You're still with me. Thank you. And we are already in the episode 7. Yeah. Thanks everyone. And I will see you in the next one. So thank you everyone. And yeah, I'm going out. Yeah. Yeah, next one.